All right. So the second thing is we use automation and AI tools. We enhance content with AI driven insights. Now, if you carefully observe, we are not talking about content generation tools because the internet is filled with tools which can go ahead and create text to video, which can create video to text, which can create image to text, image to video, transcribing. We're not talking about that because tools, anybody can get their hands on tools and they can figure out anything that these tools can do with a little research. What we're talking about is how do you, but having said that, content creation is a big part of automation and AI. We will talk about that briefly in the next slide. But now you need to talk about enhancing content and how AI driven insights are more important for you to decide which pieces of content are going to do good. If you are somebody who is watching this and if you are serious about going ahead and leveraging automation and AI, you need to dabble with tools which speak about insights of about content. Now, what are the steps involved? The steps involved are simple. Audit content. Audit your content that you have right now. How good, bad, ugly is your content? Now, having said that, leverage tools like MarketMuse, Semrush, or Clearscope, and look at what pieces of content are really doing good. Put in input keywords, input broad themes of your keywords. For example, the best tool that I can tell you about is Answer the Public. Go to answerthepublic.com. I think you get 5 free searches if you sign up for the free version, which doesn't cost you anything. Now, put in a theme called, let's say, Indian food. Now, when you do that, you will get to know what kind of questions people are asking, what kind of questions, specific questions will have most amount of traction to the least amount of traction. Now, that will give you an insight as to what your next piece of content should be. Technically, without any numbers, you will get to know what this is talking about. Similarly, go to another tool called Exploding Topics. When you go to Exploding Topics, what that does is it tells you information as to what are the new things, new themes, new products, new tools, new softwares the market is talking about. It also shows you what has been the spike in the recent few weeks or months, right? So, based upon that, you can leverage and finalize the pieces of content that you would want to talk about based upon the input keywords that you have given. Once you have that, score the top pages, see what kind of keywords or websites are already doing good, what kind of social media profiles are doing good. Once you have that, generate your suggestions which are specific based upon your research, and then you can improvise your content. Now, we're not talking about ideas just to generate content. We're talking about ideas backed by data to understand what kind of content should you go ahead and make, rather than making some content then going back and analyzing, seeing it is not doing good. What do I do? It is not resonating with people. Is the image wrong? Is the content wrong? Is the whole idea wrong? You don't have to do that anymore. With AI and automation, you can go ahead and get these data driven insights, then leverage that insight to going ahead and making content because it's backed by data. Now, why is AI? I mean, what is the role of AI in this case? The role of AI in this case, it goes ahead and gives you relevant content, number one. And what does that help with? It helps it to be discovered easily, because what good is content if you're not being discovered, right? If nobody is watching your content, what is the use of that piece of content? Now, how do you make sure that you stay in trend and get watched by people? By leveraging these insights. Now, you need to know, you will know based upon this what pieces of content to prioritize. And then you will also have this, which is my personal favorite. Give what the audience want. Why reinvent the wheel? Why put in something and then go, why am I doing this webinar? Because I know for a fact that people like such as you and other business owners are extremely concerned about understanding that it has to be done, but not knowing where to start, right? So this is the second piece of information that I would really give. This is the best advice that I would give and stick to, because this has to be at the back of your head. Give what the audience want. And how do you know what the audience wants? By leveraging these tools and looking at the insights.